Good morning, world. I am Judy, your web-based therapist, making therapy accessible and convenient for our clients in Florida and New York, and of course, sharing information worldwide. Today, I want to talk about 5 mid-year New Year's resolution resets. Because we know, I often say it, how by February, March, most people's New Year or many people's New Year's resolutions become next year's resolution. And sometimes even when you do get started and you're on a roll halfway through the year, people start to drag and start to lose that initial boost that they had. So that's why today we're talking about 5 mid-year New Year's resolution resets. But before I get into it, I want to take a quick moment and say, if you are subscribed, thank you so very much for being a part of our world of awesomeness. If you're not yet subscribed, please take a moment and click the subscribe button below so you can join all this awesomeness. And remember to click the bell so that you are notified when I post new videos so you don't miss anything. And of course, if you would like to purchase 1 or 3 of my books, there's also a link below that will take you to a site that shows you your different options of places where you can get 1 or 3 of my books. Okay, first, reassess your goals to determine if you still want them. Because sometimes you get excited about a goal, you get excited about something that you want, and you are, especially in the new year, around the New Year's time when everyone is talking about goals and resolutions and things like that. And you get caught up. But halfway through the year, as you start pursuing it, you may realize that, hey, I don't want this, or this is not how I want it. And it's okay to make that assessment and make that determination that maybe this goal does not work for you. Maybe this plan was not for you, or maybe you want it a different way, so that you can take the time and, so that you don't keep pursuing or feeling guilty, because a lot of times once you start losing that interest, you're not really pursuing the goal anymore, but you're still feeling guilty that, oh, I am not doing this that I said I was going to do. So instead of having to deal with the guilt, take the time, assess it, and make a determination and make an honest determination of whether or not this is something that you still want. And of course, if you still want it, go for it. If you don't, then create a different plan. 2, take time to assess mental blocks. A lot of times we have these mental blocks that are getting in the way, that are keeping us from pursuing these goals. And it may be limiting beliefs that you may have. Oh, maybe I can't do this, or people like me don't do this thing. Figuring out what kind of negative self-talk is happening. What kind of messages are you giving yourself that are encouraging you to not work on your goal, or discouraging you from actually doing those things that you know you need to do in order to achieve this goal? Whatever the mental block is, whether it's something from your childhood or something you just picked up recently, figure it out. What messages, what thoughts, what is happening inside your head that is keeping you from getting up every single day and engaging in these action steps and engaging in these plans to achieve these goals? Because most of the time, if you are not pursuing your goal, there is a block somewhere. So let's take the time, assess, and figure out what those are. 3, build a support team or a cheer squad. Around New Year's, it's exciting to pursue goals and pursue New Year's resolutions because everyone is talking about it. Everywhere you go, people are asking, hey, what is going on? What's your New Year's resolution? What are you working on? What is this? We hear it all the time, and it's easy to get excited and be gung-ho about it. But as we start moving into the year, no one is talking about resolutions anymore. No one is talking about the goals anymore. So that excitement is no longer there. That's where your support team and your cheer squad come. They're the ones who are going to continue asking you, hey, how is that goal going? How are you? Are you still working on it? What progress are you making? What's happening? They are the ones that are going to help you stay excited and stay motivated and stay engaged about this goal. Because if you're not excited, if you're not engaged, if you're not eager to do it, you're not going to continue putting in that work every day. So make sure that you have a squad, a team of people around you who will continue to bring up the goal, who will continue to keep you excited and motivated and interested in pursuing it and doing all the daily actions required to meet your goal. 4, create a plan that fits your current situation. Again, in the excitement of the new year, sometimes people make plans that don't fit, that don't work for them. And yes, even if the plan did work 6 months ago in January, Now that 6 months have gone by, it is possible that the plan may no longer fit your current schedule. The plan may no longer fit your life. And the plan may need to be changed because of improvements or changes that you've made. So make sure you take the time and create a plan that fits into your present, a plan that fits into both what you want as well as commitments and other engagements that you have in your life. For instance, maybe back in January you weren't in school, but now you're in school. So you need to create a plan that involves or that takes into account the fact that you're in school. Maybe you had a fitness journey that you're halfway through and now your needs for whether it's food or exercise have changed. You need to be modifying your plan to meet the current your current changes, whether it's because you've made improvements or because you've fallen behind from not having engaged in so long. So make sure that you're taking the time to reassess your plan, reevaluate your plan to make sure that it fits into your schedule, because if it doesn't fit into your schedule, you're not going to follow it. If it doesn't fit into your schedule, you're not going to engage. Every other day you're going to be missing, and then the more you miss, the easier it gets to miss. So make sure that you have a plan that allows you to follow through. Finally, turn your attention to actionable steps. Goals are exciting. Goals are really big. Goals are big. They get you reaching for the sky, but you don't achieve goals in the sky. You achieve goals in the daily actions. So focus your attention on the action steps. It's not just, hey, I want to achieve this goal. It's, okay, I'm going to take this one step today and this next step tomorrow. It's the action steps, the everyday behaviors, the everyday things that you do that help you reach your goal. So it's important that you're putting your attention towards those things, that you're giving those things the attention that they need, that the attention required in order for you to reach your goal. It doesn't matter how excited, how much you want a goal, until you start putting and investing in some action, it doesn't work. So let's turn your attention to these action steps, the everyday behaviors, the everyday things that you need to do in order for your goal to become a reality. Okay, quick recap. 1, reassess your goals to determine if it is something you still want. And sometimes you may still want it, and sometimes you may need to adjust it. Either one is good. Just make sure that you've done the assessment. 2, take the time to assess your mental blocks. If you're not working on the goal, there's probably something inside you that is blocking you, that is pushing you away from it. Figure out what that is. Is it a negative thought? Is it a negative belief? Is it something that from wherever it may be from that is keeping you, that is discouraging you from pursuing this goal? Figure that out and resolve it. 3, build a support team or a cheer squad. Because back in January, the whole world was encouraging and pushing and talking about New Year's resolution. But halfway through the year, no one is talking about it anymore. So it's important that you have people in your life who are reminding you and encouraging you and exciting you about it. 4, create a plan that fits your current situation, because things may have changed over the last 6 months, and maybe your original plan didn't even fit your current situation. Just make sure that you have a plan that fits where you are in order for you to continue to follow a plan. Because if the plan does not fit your life, you're not going to follow it. And finally, turn your attention to actionable steps. It's important that you're focusing on the actions, because the actions are what will get you to the achievement, the completion of your goal. So make sure that you're focusing on the action, focusing and engaging in the action steps so that you can get your goal met. As always, if you or someone you know happens to be going through something that's more than you can handle, please remember that there are professionals like myself who are available, able, and willing to help, and are even providing remote services who can assist with whatever you may have going on. So please figure out who those people are in your community so that if you need them, you can reach out and get the help that you need. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.